find out tonight which one of us is going to be the next to get a Kinshasa from behind. I think it's going to be all us. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your next episode of the Cream of the Crop podcast. As always, I am joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Porto and Olas. Welcome, gentlemen.
Howdy, folks.
Very mid week of wrestling. We were kind of talking about this before we went live. Not a lot that we're crazy about this week. Few good things, but a lot of kind of boring things for me, at least.
Yeah. I feel like we're all kind of in agreement there.
Yeah, it's just this one we kind of joined all kind of lackluster of like it's gonna be hard to get through this one.
Yep.
But before we get into that, as always, we like to start the show with a little bit of This Week in Geek, and oddly enough, for once we actually have some wrestling stories. But before we get into that, since these two, I'm the only one that's interested in this story. I'll also just sit here and shit talk me the whole time while I go through it. We're going to be talking about some Call of Duty. I know everybody's super excited about that. But this is actually kind of a big story in the sense of what they're losing. So if you've not paid attention, as of the 18th, which is Friday, Saturday, somewhere in there, Vandahar from Call of Duty has left Call of Duty. After 19 years of being with them, he is leaving for a project that he will not currently name. Curious what it's going to be, but it looks like he did some work on the newest Call of Duty that's coming out, but has since said his goodbyes and will be moving on to a new studio, which is crazy because this guy, so I didn't know this, but he was one of the main people on Big Red 1 for that was over the age of fucking 15 that actually played Call of Duty in 2005. Whoa, this guy lost power. Hey, the fucking bill, bro.
The Undertaker's about to pop up behind me.
Oh my god, that'd have been great. Let's see. Yeah, he's working on an undisclosed project. I hope it's not fucking wouldn't it be crazy to watch him just go to X Defiant, which is going to be Call of Duty's biggest? It's pretty much Call of Duty, but with a different name.
No, he's going to Bungie. Working on Destiny 3.
Oh, God. We're careful. We're going to have a different set of comments to this week if we start getting into that crap. I don't know. I'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting for our gamers out there. You know, the good, the bad. Pondy, I wish you best. I'm sure you're watching because, you know, I'm sure you're super into low level podcasts. Yeah. But I appreciate the guy, you know, a lot of good memories for the stuff he's done. So it's appreciated. I hope he is successful in wherever he goes next.
I will reserve my Call of Duty shit talking.
That's fair.
But while we're on the subject of games, before we move over to wrestling, I wanted to ask, you got a chance to play the new Phasmophobia update?
You could say that.
Oh yeah,
you could say that.
Okay, I haven't played it yet. So I didn't get a chance to experience it. I was curious to see how you felt about it.
When you play it the first time, here's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just hate yourself and do the challenge mode.
Oh, I'm already there. Oh, I mean, yeah. Okay.
Because everything you start off with is trash. It's all awful.
I've heard that. Yeah. Rich was telling me.
Like the flashlight, I don't even bother with the flashlight anymore. I just simply use the video camera to figure out where I'm going.
Okay.
Overall, I mean, there's a lot of good things from it. I do like the tier system. I do like how they do the level up, and it's equivalent with your money. I still wish the purchasing and adding menu was a little more simple. I think it's too complicated. I just miss the old school one.
The old menu. Yeah, the old menu was a lot better.
Because like half the time I can't figure out what I'm buying and what I'm adding.
Yes.
or if I added anything at all.
Yep.
Um,
Had that problem.
but I mean, it was fun. There is some reworks with some of the ghosts. Some of them have become a lot harder. Revenant has become a lot more difficult. Twins have become a lot more difficult. Because we played back-to-back nights. We played the night or the night after the update came out,
Okay.
and we did pretty good. And then we played the following night, and me and Dusty we pretty much rage quit after like 5 of them, just because it wasn't consistent. Like we'd have like at one point I'm hiding and I'm hidden. This thing travels the whole house and then just finds me, and I go, I think I'm done. But it's good. No, we'll definitely have to get some stuff going with that, and get me playing with people that.
We'll get you a better team. Oh, I mean,
some of them are learning. See, that was the one good thing about the challenge mode is you couldn't do any of the cursed objects, so I actually survived a little longer than I usually do. But
I got an extra 3 minutes out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
got to catch up on some WWE in between games because I was dead quite a few times. But yeah, it's pretty solid. It's still a work in progress because shit, they've still been putting hot patches out since the update. I think I've counted 4 so far. Just in your Discord
they had
alone that shows me.
Yeah, they had a couple of hot fixes and things for so a couple of glitches when they updated it. I saw. I had like a 2-hour conversation about it today with my buddy Rich.
Yeah.
And he's been playing it solo, just trying to get used to it and get used to
God,
more power to him. But he's like he was playing it while I was talking to him, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking need you soon because this is getting a little rough." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I'd say the shittiest piece of equipment that I hate doing now is dots.
Yep.
Is the tier 1's a fucking glow stick pin that you have to like flash on the ground and hope to God you flash it in the right spot.
Yep.
But it's not too bad.
That and then are you still playing any Baldur's Gate?
So yes, so we will be doing that again. Me and Sprig will be continuing our playthrough Thursday, and then the following week, Papa Cheese, myself, Sprig, and Jucky, maybe depending on what he's got going on in life right now because he's going through some stuff. We'll be doing kind of a 4-man D&D style kind of playthrough for YouTube,
Okay.
And that'll be just a strictly video, not streaming. I like it so far. I got a solo play going through right now where I'm actually kind of learning the game a bit because I don't play D&D, so I'm kind of stupid when it comes to a lot of this stuff.
That was my concern. I haven't picked it up yet, but that was my concern.
It has a good learning curve where you and luckily right now there are so many people playing it that you can easily find tutorial. Like I had Sprig send me a tutorial basically how the fighting and damage works because I had a complaint that I feel like I was missing everything.
Okay.
And it kind of goes through on like, okay, well here's how to position and here's how, if you're gonna be useful depending on your character.
Gotcha.
It's pretty good.
Any dabbling for you there, Fig?
This guy works too much to play games.
Yeah,
I understand that, but yeah.
Gaming wise, all I've been doing is diving into Skyrim so much, and the only thing that's actually caught my attention is God of War has confirmed that the next game is in works now.
Ooh.
So
really, that's a lot quicker than I thought they would have started that project.
I'm not surprised that they started it because it's probably going to take a while.
Because what is it? Is it a trio? Like,
are they doing an extra lead? That is to be determined, given the ending of the last game.
Gotcha.
It was a very open-ended ending.
I wouldn't say open-ended, honestly.
Well, because they don't really. You could kind of go in a lot of different directions. Is I guess what I mean to say with it, without giving it away. I don't know if any. Well, it's been out for a year.
Go for it. I don't fucking care. Yeah. I'll put a thing up.
Well, I don't know if you finished it.
I don't fucking. I don't fucking care. I'm a dad. I got shit to do. If people want to talk to me about it, they can talk to me about it.
With Atreus being the new main character of the game,
That's what I
just
wasn't
dipping
sure
off,
if that's what they were gonna do. And
It-
I'm cool if they go in that direction with him kind of going all over the place and like that. That seems like a pretty fun way to get that going.
yeah, it would have to be Atreus leading the game because
Yeah.
the ending of Ragnarok is basically Kratos saying, "Hey, I'm done, but I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help rebuild the Norse land with
Like
Frey."
all of these realms and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, as the new Allfather.
Right. Did they
Just
give him the official, what was it, the God of Peace, essentially they gave him or
Ironic.
something?
Yeah.
I don't remember what they
I just call him the new Allfather.
yeah. So because I was gonna say, like, with him getting that, I don't really see him going anywhere else because it doesn't make sense. So having Atreus kind of
Unless Atreus is ever in trouble, but he has his black girlfriend who the internet seemed to love being introduced.
yeah. Well, they love when characters go woke and
Careful.
Yeah. It's not like
We're only 3 in.
I
it's
don't
not
care.
like Norse mythology has no description of these people.
Right.
So
I
it wouldn't
know
matter.
you phrased it that way.
What? No, Norse mythology is very like undescriptive. It's like they're guys, they're women. That's
And
about it.
I'll say this. I don't care what the character looks like so long as it's a good character. And I did enjoy her kind of fucking with him and guiding him and whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that was fun.
that whole section with her is a fucking
Oh
drag to
my
get through.
God.
I'm sorry.
Yes, so it is.
Not her
Very
fault, but
good.
that fucking gameplay.
No, right. Very good character development. Terrible fucking part of the game to get through, and it was a chore because you're like, all right, so when do I get to play as Kratos again? Like,
Come on,
can I
hurry
can I
up.
go back to Can we wrap this up? Can we?
Come on, Gerbil
Gotcha.
creature,
So it's the
come on.
Mary Jane section of the God of War
Yes.
series.
It's
It's just long.
It's even worse.
Did you see they're adding more of that into Spider-Man 2?
No,
No, they're not.
No.
Oh, they have they
swear-
gone back and said never mind? Because I remember like when I
I
was
swear
checking it out, they said that there was
no.
going to be like more. Like, oh yeah, goody.
I fucking hope not.
They better not.
It better be funny.
I didn't pay $60 to play as Mary Jane.
At least the
Not
model
when-
looks better.
Not when you're showing me all the Venom stuff and the fuck, I can't think of the name of the suit. What's the name of the
Symbio?
symbiote? Yeah, thank you. I don't know why that word escaped me completely, but yeah, the symbiote suit and having Venom appear.
I like how
no.
how the internet got pissed because they said it's not Eddie Brock in the suit. Like, of course it's not.
Of course it's not. They weren't building to it being Eddie Brock. They
Did anybody
literally built
finish
it-
the first one and actually think it was going to be Eddie Brock? Because they made it pretty clear from the end of Miles Morales who it was going to be.
Well, they
At
made
least
it
I
pretty
feel
clear.
like they did.
They made it
made it
pretty
clear
clear
in the first
before
one.
Miles Morales.
Yeah, that's what I'm
the first
saying.
game
Like,
was
you know, like people also realize, like, and this is the comic book guy getting here. Venom's been like 20 people other than Eddie Brock.
Scorpion.
Shit. I mean, like Scorpion, Flash Thompson. That was a hell of
Yeah.
a time.
I love Agent Venom.
I
Who
mean,
is
shit. This
Agent
guy's attached to
Anti-Venom.
more people than an STD. Like shit.
Half the Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool originally.
Yeah.
If
I
you-
mean, see
No,
that's
let's
that's
not
the
talk-
things that cracks
hate
me
that
up is what the comic book community will hone in on, but yet we leave all this like we let She-Hulk be a thing.
It's like, oh well, Eddie Brock is the main guy everyone associates with Venom. I get it, but
And
that's not the story.
how much you
that's
want to
not the
bet
story
into
they're telling.
fucking Spider-Man 2? It happens, and they give it to
They
Eddie
intro-
Brock because I guarantee they set up a Venom game after this.
More
100%.
likely, Eddie Brock is gonna be in the game
That would
as
be
a character.
great.
Like,
I'd be
it's
cool with
gonna
that. I'd be fine with that.
It's gonna probably be Harry. They get the symbiote off him, save Harry, and then
Yeah.
Eddie Brock is introduced throughout the game.
Yeah.
Because they introduce characters in the game. So
I
cool.
guarantee if this game goes well, there's absolutely is right. So, as you can see, this is past futures, past tomorrows Onyx. Commenting on a bit of an issue that would transpire during the recording of the podcast last night. So, about 14 minutes in, Onyx, podcast Onyx, realized he wasn't recording. Now you're probably wondering, okay, if you weren't recording, how do we have that footage? Well, the first 14 minutes of that podcast were streamed to my Twitch. And now you're probably wondering, this is just a video to plug your Twitch. It's not, but you can follow my Twitch at MaddogOnyx on twitch.tv. But I just wanted to stop because Olas and Porto would not let me live this down if I just trash cut into the next clip. So we will rewind the clock here, put some time back up, and we will start nowhere near probably where we were left off in the last clip. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you won't have to see past future Onyx again during this video. Go ahead. But yes, no. So I definitely, if this succeeds, they're definitely going to set up a Venom game because there's no way you do 2 Spider-Man, you give Venom, you do him well, and you not try to do a Venom series.
Well, they're expanding from what I'm guessing. They're trying to expand into a Marvel
Gaming universe.
Yeah, the MGU.
Yeah,
MGU. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they're setting up Wolverine through
Wolverine.
Insomniac as well.
Black Panther, Captain America, and World War II. Not sure how that one's gonna work.
There's a separate Black Panther game.
Okay, see, I didn't know they were doing a separate one.
Yeah, there's 2.
It's Black Panther by himself with T'Challa. But then you have the Captain America and Black Panther game with T'Chaka, his father or grandfather.
Yeah, okay. It's Steve Rogers, but it's old like grandfather.
But the grandfather of the Black Panther.
Yeah.
I thought it was father.
No, it's grandfather. No, it's grandfather.
Oh, it is.
It's either grandfather or father. It's one of them.
I thought T'Chaka was his father.
I would think I threw out the name T'Chaka because I feel like that's where they're going, but that would be his father.
Yeah, that's.
I thought I heard when they announced it that it was going to be grandfather.
Okay, well that
feels like it should be grandfather because
timeline makes sense.
Yeah. Age-wise, that would make way more sense.
And then there's one more Marvel thing coming out. I thought.
No news on a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 game yet. So
now, are they considering that part of the same universe?
I want to say right now there are no plans to connect it all.
Because then you got to think, is Avengers connected?
Fuck no, we're not. That shit don't happen.
I tried 3 separate times to play through that game, and I get to the same part every time and stop. Fortnite
has Spider-Man like better swinging than the fucking Avengers game, and I fucking hate it.
Let's bring Fortnite into the Marvel mix. I'm about it.
I mean,
I'd absolutely see a Fortnite. Hey, say what you want. Fortnite's fucking creative, top notch. I'll give it to him.
Yes.
I have yet to play a single gameplay of Fortnite. Like,
good.
Not a single
Keep
round.
it that way. You don't want to get into it because then it leads to a financial addiction that I still haven't kicked.
Yeah. More than likely, I got it like this. They'll add in Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Wolverine, and maybe Black Panther and Captain America. That game added in. Since Activision is doing the Black Panther game, they're probably going to wait and see how it performs.
Sure.
So they don't want to taint the waters with that shit. And then everything else is just, whatever. Avengers, never happened. Never. Everyone dreamed again.
They can reboot that with better optics and just everything overall.
Well, speaking of childhood, kind of care like Marvel and all that stuff. I did see, and I can't remember if I talked about this in the last podcast, and I don't think I did. Apparently, the people that made the Transformer games, the War for Cybertron and All of Cybertron, I don't remember. It's Cybertron games. They are open to redoing those games and bringing them back with full multiplayer. I will nut. So I don't know if you all have ever played those, and if you haven't, I would recommend you emulating them or something.
Quick question: are those the ones with the mini cons? Because that was the only Transformer game I ever played, and I don't remember the name.
No. So this was one where it all took place on Cybertron. It showed kind of the war and fall of Cybertron before they come to Earth.
Okay.
And
definitely wasn't the game I played.
And it was full on, like, you could transform mid combat and like different kinds of guns and everything. and they had a multiplayer that was a PvP multiplayer in which you had, full access to the Transformers. You could be planes, tanks, cars, etc. And the second one introduced the Dinobots, where you could be the Dinobots too, which was awesome. And I played the hell out of that, and it was such a well done, balanced version of a Transformers game. So basically, they said that they want to redo it, but they cannot find the code for it, which I do not believe whatsoever. I think they absolutely have, but I think this was solely a tweet to kind of test the waters of, do people want this game?
Yes.
I absolutely. Like, I will switch everything I play and just solely play Transformer games if that game comes back out. So I'm excited about that. Exactly. I guarantee you see something more of that, because I know they're making a new Transformers game soon. I don't know when it releases. I think it's like 24 maybe. I think if that's successful, you definitely see them remake it. I think if it tanks, it probably get pushed back a little longer. But last game I think I want to talk about, and we'll get into the people that want to see us talk about wrestling. Mortal Kombat beta came out. First time I've ever seen a fucking fighting game beta before. I think you could play as 6 characters. Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Liu Kang, or may not have been Scorpion. Liu Kang, Li Mei, Johnny Cage, Kenshi, and I'm sure I'm forgetting one. From what I see overall, it has been pretty good review. I'm excited for it. I'm a big Mortal Kombat guy. I'm still not sure how I feel about the cameo thing they're doing with some of the fighters not being in the game.
Assist character.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that yet. It looks cool. I just wish some of these characters were just in the game.
Future DLC.
Because the fact Kun Lao's not in this is just a fucking shame. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because I'd been seeing a lot of good things from streams I'd watched. But we will transition into our wrestling portion with 2 kind of decently stories that we wanted to talk about. I don't know, Olas, which one you want to go with first?
We could start with the Cash Wheeler one first.
Yeah, bigger news. Start off with a bang.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Man,
well, because the other one will lead. Yeah, the other one will lead to maybe a bit more of a discussion.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, this one's more just kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
Best way to sum it up. He almost got into a collision in his vehicle. got a little angry. Went on a rampage with a pistol.
To no one's surprise, by the way. I would I believe it.
I was very surprised.
He went to the
those 2 guys, 100%. I believe it.
Yeah. He couldn't make it to Dynamite. Jesus Christ.
So have they confirmed? Well, I guess they haven't really confirmed anything because they're waiting to see if they're going to charge him. I don't think they're going to charge him with a felony. I think that he'll get community service at best, and they'll slap him on the wrist and tell him.
Thank God he wasn't in the locker room during that Punk fight.
Oh man,
really bad.
And then I just started blasting.
We'd be down some EVPs, man. Like, that wouldn't be good at all.
Different kind of shatter machine.
Yeah.
Jesus
From what I watched, because I actually watched footage of him in court, doing the prelim hearing, and
I sent that to you.
Yeah, I'll say they really notate that he has no priors, which is always a good thing if you're ever going to caught doing stupid shit.
Council, was very much like, oh yeah, we're cool with him.
Let him go back. Let him bond was pretty low.
They haven't taken his passport either, so they don't give him a flight risk.
They took his weapon.
They gave him like a 2,500 bond, which is pretty low for what he got charged with.
And then he had 12 hours to hand over any weapons that he owns.
He didn't hand over anything other than the gun he got caught with.
So no hardcore matches, because the second he is carrying a chair around, he's gonna get arrested. So
that
is a weapon, bro.
Yeah. He's got to do strictly, DQ matches only.
I don't know if they've posted bond yet. I haven't seen.
I would assume they did because he
Curious.
had to get out, and he had the 12 hours from when he left court to go hand everything over.
Yeah.
That's what he posted.
So I'm assuming he posted bond. That would
Yep.
There's
be
no.
Yeah, he
There's no
posted
way.
Bond.
There's no way Tony Khan didn't post Bond the moment it was said.
Oh,
did
you
not
don't even
look
think
like-
about that. You think that's who?
Oh fucking no, because his lawyers are a.
Well, so
he's
I'm
probably
looking
gonna
at the
have
Bond statement right now.
because that's one of the few things AEW did note. Like they're working with law enforcement. So hey, more than likely Tony
Well, 'cause
FTR
It does
are
not
some of his
specify.
guys.
He also turned himself in. Not.
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah,
didn't,
I mean, which says a lot.
he didn't
I mean, that
get
helps.
arrested. All the original, like, headline grabbing. Oh my god, he got arrested. No, he turned himself
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was like pulled
Ducking
over,
police.
pointing guns at people and getting arrested on the side of the road and shit. Like,
Just from what I see, I don't understand how they charged him with an assault with a firearm. Like, I understand
Because
it, like reckless driving, and
It's just how Florida words it.
yeah, it's because that's so for here, just in the avenue. The people that don't know, I deal with a lot of legal stuff. That absolutely wouldn't have been an assault charge. It would have been.
What would they have considered that?
So if it was him getting into a vehicle to vehicle, it'd have been probably aggravated driving, displaying a firearm, or threat with firearm.
Okay.
Both of them misdemeanors. So I mean, and it's not even jail time. It's probably like 60 days in jail and a $1,000 fine, probably.
Isn't that like the either or kind of thing?
Kinda, yeah. So I mean, I don't see this going to any kind of felony charge.
No.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if they even do a misdemeanor.
Because from what it sounded like, he didn't point it at anybody.
It was
just
simply that
kinda
he displayed it.
showed
Yeah,
it.
from the cop, from what the cop told TMC, I guess. The cop wasn't even present. He was told all of this secondhand by
Right.
a driver that Cash was driving recklessly. They got into a road rage incident, and he flashed a gun and left.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah,
not even
I
like
just-
he
yeah, I can't
followed him
imagine.
or pointed the gun at him. He just flashed a gun and stared him down and left. And then the guy just went to the police.
Yeah. Yep, I'd say a fine, a big fine's probably what he'll get hit with, or community
that's true.
service, depending. Where does he? He's not from Florida, correct? He lives somewhere else.
I don't remember where he's
North
from. I
Carolina.
know
Well, that's what I was thinking.
he's
Was
from North
Carolina.
I thought.
Well, Build from he was born in North Carolina.
Okay.
Okay.
Good
So
old
where's-
Southern boy?
Where's is Dax from North Carolina too, or?
Feel like they both are.
I think they
Don't
both are.
Doesn't he live? Don't they live near Edge?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's weird that
I
you.
think they
How
live in
did you?
Canada.
Man, is that something that's been
No,
talked about?
because no, there's a random thing. What was the Edge feud with where dude went to his house?
John
It
Cena.
was no, it wasn't John Cena. This is like 2000. I think it was
recent.
Randy Orton.
That was
Yes.
Triple H, right?
No.
No,
This
no,
is like
no.
recent, like 2022. This is like
Oh.
current Edge run. I feel like this was like.
Oh yeah,
pandemic
then yeah,
era
it'd be
with
Randy Orton. Yeah.
And I think offhandedly he said he was gonna call two people, and the two people he named were like FTR's actual legal names.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like full on like government names.
Fucking
like their
name
first
dropping.
name. And I think they both do live in Toronto, Canada. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'd be interesting to see how that story plays out. I'm curious.
They're
I don't
both
think he
from-
misses all in. I don't. I think he'll be
Okay, so
there.
From
they're
what it
both
sounds
from
like.
North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Which is good because that'll be probably one of the only decent matches on All In. But
Adam
besides,
Cole.
that's you know,
Look, Jericho Osprey 7-star match.
Only
Seven-
I
if
guess
could give
I guess
that
he'll have to
negative
change
stars, I
it.
would.
I guess he'll have to change it because Wembley's going to have to be associated with the Tokyo Dome now. So that
Yes.
because the rule of thumb is if it happens in the Tokyo Dome,
It's a 7-star.
7-star match.
Yeah. As long as no, it's gonna be a 7-star match if Osprey comes out to elevated.
God,
He has to, right?
on that.
He already,
Yeah.
So speaking of AEW, Tony Khan,
uh,
Olas
him
found
and
a
his
decent
boys,
story this week in
Yeah.
regards to
So,
Bubba Ray,
Bully
uh,
Ray.
believer,
yeah,
whatever.
he's
Fucking
going by Bully. Um, I don't remember where it was from. It might have just been while he was on the show he hosts on Busted Open. But he said, I don't consider Tony Khan a traditional booker who relies on heavy storytelling. I consider him a matchmaker who puts matches together that he wants to see and hopes that his fan base wants to also see. Um, to which that's kind of a decent way to put that to
No, I mean
me.
that's because I would say that's
Um,
my biggest complaint with AEW is that the story there doesn't seem to be like a point A to point B
But certain
story.
people do get stories.
yes,
I would say
there.
the best way to explain it is the best example of like their story driven content would be the Hangman Elite story.
Yeah,
But is that Tony Khan or is that just because it's the Elite and their EVP so they can dictate their own booking?
yeah. Where
Right.
where do you cut the line of is it Tony
Yeah.
Khan booking it or is it the
But
Elite
a
booking
thing
it?
that people like of Tony Khan's booking is you get those dream matches on TV for free. You get those big time because you wouldn't have got Vikingo versus Omega in WWE.
Yeah,
That's a pay per view
No.
match easily.
Yes.
yeah.
Which
So
ties into part of my criticism is um I'm okay with the big marquee matches every now and again. Although he does crack me up when he has like a huge announcement every Wednesday
Wembley,
for like 7 Wednesdays, and then it's like, oh, okay, we're getting this thing next week, and it's like, okay, I'm fine with like, hey, listen, we got this guy in here for a couple of weeks. We're gonna have him work with Kenny, right? Because Kenny's your
yeah,
big, your big. Well, before like Danielson and CM Punk, like he was your big guy.
Yeah.
That was your popular guy, the guy that could definitely be. He was obviously really popular in Japan. That was gonna carry over, pretty well. Have him work with these guys, awesome, right? Put on a hell of a match, that's great. But when you're doing it constantly, and it's like, okay, is it leading to anything? That's where I feel like some of the fair criticisms. There are definitely fair criticisms and unfair criticisms.
Yeah.
Um, when it comes to both companies, really, because it's the age of the internet, so tribalism is a stupid thing because you're allowed to like both companies, despite what the internet tells you. You are allowed to like AEW and WWE.
Fuck you
But
if you
you're
like
allowed.
TNA.
Well, that was going to tie into my next point. You're also allowed to like TNA and
Can also
ROH
be wrong.
when it was still it depends on the week, I guess. But but you're allowed to like all these things. And I want to like AEW as much as I can, but there are things that drive me away from it. But there are things that always bring me back in, right? There are guys I like that aren't. I feel like sometimes some of the WWE guys, like the WWE guys that came over, aren't always an improvement. Where they have other guys like a Darby Allin, who I think is a fun guy to watch.
yeah.
He just put on that match with Christian,
That is
right?
crazy.
If that's what you want to call it.
No, that's crazy though. If you think about it, Christian and Edge main evented two different companies in
Yep.
2023 back to back.
Yep. Um, but like he's
No
a fun
fucking
guy to
joke.
watch. Obviously, your MJF. That's the guy to watch. Omega. I'm not a big Bucks fan.
Same. I don't
Omega
care
is
for him.
definitely Omega is definitely the guy. I go back and forth with Hangman. Depends on what he's doing. When he was sad, drunk cowboy, I didn't really love that direction too
I think
much,
he's
but
going back to that actually though.
because he was just drinking in that last. And I was gonna ask about that because I was like, "Uh-oh, are we kind of starting to rehash?" But I don't know because I don't know that the story calls for it because the whole thing was like he and Kenny were at odds and like that
He
whole
turns
thing, and they were
heel and joins
splitting
the
up.
family.
Yeah, I could see that.
Don Callis' new family. I hate that.
Yeah.
Hey, leave Osprey alone. Osprey's the best thing in that company.
Obviously,
Osprey's not part of that
Jericho.
fucking faction.
He's like a gun for hire kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll still take it.
He's
Because
a
it was the whole thing
the
was
air merc, the
the
air mercenary.
the
Like
whole
the
thing with
assassin.
that was he him and Omega having the match and Don Callis getting involved because he was against Omega at that point. That's fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like we all feel the same way about Jericho.
I really like some of his things, but Jesus Christ,
We need an Edge retirement for him.
he's the Baron Corbin of AEW right now. He just has to.
I don't know.
There's the stint of Baron Corbin like being in the mid card always.
Right.
Whenever someone got bumped to the mid card, they had to feud with Baron Corbin, and it was consistent.
Yeah.
That's what Jericho is right now. He's consistently the mid card barrier.
I don't remember who said it, but it was he comes up with all of these ideas and he no longer has a Vince to shoot down the stupid shit that he comes up with. He no longer has that person to go, no, that's fucking dumb. We're not doing that. So now he's doing a lot of the shit that you're like, and I'm not saying obviously, Vince
but
for all of his
things, it would work if it would be
go ahead and play that sound.
Decent. No.
Yeah.
No.
Can I play it?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
We haven't earned it yet. But
that's
fair. It gets back to the Jeff Jarrett thing. Jericho and Jeff Jarrett are in the same boat where no one likes their shit, but Jeff Jarrett there's time apart between the top of the line carny bullshit like the Texas Chainsaw Death match, which is fucking. I say that is a work of art and should be respected.
It's like 10 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
But it's the
That's all that was.
It's great 10 minutes.
It is not. There is nothing good about that.
No, it's so bad. No, it's in the camp of
it's a dumpster
so
fire.
Bad, it's good. We all know.
Yeah, like the Street Fighter movie. Yeah, it was.
No.
Or the Mario.
You leave those movies out here. They didn't do nothing wrong to nobody.
Look, I respect Jeff Jarrett for doing his bullshit because he's not putting on a 5-star match. Not in 2023.
He wasn't putting a 5-star match back in the 90s. What do you mean?
Look. He knows his lane. It's carny bullshit, so he sticks in his lane, and he does a top of the line carny bullshit every once in a while, then draws it back in. You might not see him for like 2 weeks. Jericho is consistently on every fucking episode of Dynamite with some bullshit. With some, it's always some bullshit.
And his terrible commentary on Rampage.
I need him to never do commentary again.
I mean, in all fairness, none of the commentary across any of those shows is really that good except for JR.
Fuck off. Collision has the best commentary team.
Nigel is great.
Yep.
I don't
love
care
Nigel.
for any of it.
The ROH commentary is great. I don't care what anyone says.
But hey, I will say though,
NXT losing Nigel was a mistake.
Yeah.
Same thing with Morrow. I think that would have been a great combination between Morrow and Nigel if they would have kept that for NXT.
Even Excalibur and Taz, which
I don't mind Taz, I guess.
Okay, the best part of Taz and Excalibur was on Dark and Elevation, where the entire time was them trying to break each other.
Yeah,
like just go back and watch.
And that's I'm fine with. If you're keeping it on like a I don't want to. Not a nothing show, but a nothing, a YouTube show where they're.
It was their developmental brand. So it's okay. But
if
some of that more.
If you're doing that, I'm fine with that. Yeah, but getting JR back, and he just said he was full time on Collision this week. So I'm hoping that means he's not just. I mean, listen, if all he can handle is calling the main event, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he's more than earned it. But because it does make it a bigger feel, right? JR is that voice where it's like he's coming in for the big match of the week. And I'm cool with that if that's what they do, but I would love to have him for the whole 2 hours of a show.
Nah, I
Oh,
don't
you
think
know
they can
though,
hold
you
it
know
in
who's
the
next to
I
become
don't
all
think he'll
elite.
do it. I don't think he'll do
The King's got to become all elite. You know,
No,
Bring
He-
give me
they not-
the King and Jr. baby.
I don't think they're doing that. I'm sorry, they're not.
Listen, at this
Jesus
point,
Christ.
let's resurrect Gorilla and Bobby, and we'll just put them on
Oh,
commentary
Lord.
because that's better.
Fucking Jerry King unfiltered on fucking AEW
I-
Dynamite would be fucking hilarious.
God, it'd be the best
Just
thing.
put him,
I'd
just
watch
put
every
him on
fucking
every-
episode.
put him on every Sky Blue match, and then we'll be
No.
fine. And then
Yeah.
Just nothing but Sky Blue and fucking what's her name, Anna Jay in matches just for him.
God,
I think he'd lose his fucking mind.
He'd have another
He
heart
would.
attack.
uh,
Oh wait,
On and
sorry, that
off,
was
yeah.
no, my bad. Sorry, that was the line. Whoops. Well,
no, Punk's there. He can help resuscitate.
hey, you know, I say though, AEW for me had the match of the week. I thoroughly enjoyed Phoenix versus Homelander, or whatever the fuck the guy's name was.
Mander.
Commander.
Solid 5-star match. Every bit of it was awesome. I still, the best part of it was watching what was it again?
Commander.
Sure, yeah.
Commander with a K.
Commander.
Yes.
K-O-M-M.
That is not what the fucking text looked like on his fucking intro video.
Commander.
Did a fucking shooting star press from the top, like not the top rope, but like from the ring rope.
Walked the rope.
Yeah. I was like, what is this guy about to fucking do? And he just nails it. I loved it. Was the only match that I watched that I go, you know, I'd watch that match again.
There were a couple of spots where I was like, okay, let's clean it up a little bit, but they did deliver.
It's all unnecessary. It was all super unnecessary extra shit. Loved every minute of it. I do love
it.
I do love Phoenix's kind of 619 wrap back around
to the
roundhouse kick
the roundhouse kick.
I do like that little bounce back into the kick. That was fun.
What was with? So I do have a question about that match. The guy that walked both of them down. Is that like both their managers or some shit? I forget the guy's name.
No, he's with
Nick something, I think is what it was. I could be wrong.
No.
I feel like you're
I don't,
wrong, but
I probably am. I don't want.
We'll
come on, guys. Like, you know.
Not Alex Marvez. That's the backstage. Well, I don't know if he's still backstage.
All I know is this guy walked Phoenix down, ran back up the ramp, put a different jacket on, and then walked Commander down.
Now you're just.
I swear to God.
You might just be in a little tad racist now.
I promise. You know how I know I saw it? Because they said it in commentary that it happened.
You're being a little racist, bro.
Hold on, let me just see something real quick. I gotta pull up the they have the entrances for it, don't they? Like they put it.
Yeah, they do the entrances. There's a whole YouTube video of just the entrances. I'm 100% not lying to you. He runs back up the goddamn ramp, puts a different jacket on, and follows Commander out.
I feel like you're bullshitting. You're gaslighting.
Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. I got you. Give me a second.
While these guys watch that video.
All right, so he's wearing a red jacket with black stripe.
Yep.
Yeah, because then he's wearing the gloves, and then he switches to. I thought he switched to a black one.
Or black, whatever. I'm
like a black jacket.
Whatever.
You're colorblind and a racist.
I'm not a racist. It's the same guy.
He can't be colorblind. He can't be racist. He's colorblind.
Colorblind.
Exactly.
Alex Abrahantis. Right? So that's
sure.
Okay, great. So he goes. Yeah. Wait. I want to see him run back. Where'd he go?
He doesn't.
I'm skipping ahead.
They absolutely notate while Commander comes out that he runs back up the ramp and changes jackets.
Or they just make a joke.
So
about
they're not showing.
But the thing is, there's only one guy at ringside
the
whole time.
Oh no, it is a blue jacket. Oh yeah, no, he comes. He literally comes back.
See, I wasn't full of shit. He absolutely just changes jackets and comes back.
He's playing hype man, for both of them.
Wearing
and then-
soccer goalie gloves.
Oh,
Don't understand
Literally, it says on the back of his jacket, the hype man. So that's funny enough. Oh, and then he rolls into the ring and high fives Phoenix and hugs him. And Phoenix looks at him and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah. Okay. So that's absolutely what happens.
So dumb.
I mean, it's
I'm not
the
gonna look
internet
away.
and it's 2023, so you're still racist. But
Yeah,
hey,
white male.
He supports all luchas. He supports all lucha libre, right?
Yeah,
yes.
hey.
Regardless.
Hashtag for lucha. But
Lucha for
no, it
life.
was a solid match.
He's gonna be on SmackDown next week.
Yeah.
He's
No,
gonna be
he
Dragon-
has to
for
go to
Dragon
NXT
Lee.
for Dragon Lee.
Yeah, he's gonna go help Dragon Lee
He's
out.
gonna do it for everybody.
Yeah.
Wednesday he's gonna wear a brown jacket for Dragon Lee, and then Friday he wears a green jacket for Rey Mysterio.
Well, he's got to get the green, white, and red for the LWO, and then. Although that's only half of the LWO, because some of them are. Although I do like that they did that, by the way, where
What?
they have the two different LWO shirts, the one Puerto Rican one and the one.
Yeah.
Mexican one.
Because Selena Vega's not Mexican, she's Puerto
Yeah, she's Puerto Rican.
And
Bad Bunny.
so is
and
and-
Santana.
and yes,
Like I
so-
feel like most of them are actually just Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican, yeah.
We already
Doesn't
kind of went
really
over the
have-
Jeff Jarrett shit. I don't want to spend any more time on that than we already have.
Shout out to that belt though. It's a-
Shout out to
I guess-
wishing I got knocked out by the hammer.
Fucking Karen Angle.
Bro's having TNA
Jarrett.
flashbacks and when he got smacked in the head with the
Again, you had Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy in a match.
It's too many Jeffs.
You have the Triple J.
Oh my god.
You have Jeff, and Joker, Sting.
Oh lord.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Joker Sting making a comeback. I'm about that.
I was cool with that.
That's prime Sting right there.
That fucking face is getting memed to shit.
Oh.
That like fucking
Where you going?
Yeah.
Where you
Have a
going?
good talk.
Christian Cage versus Darby Allin was okay. It was okay match. I mean, not the worst thing that I'd seen that week.
JR mentioned Edge. during
Oh,
the
that's
match.
right. Yeah, I guarantee I will, because we're what, like 2 for 2 on predicting shit here lately.
He's not joining AEW.
I
His
guarantee.
contract- His contract's not up until the end of September.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought that's what this whole fucking thing
No,
was.
no. Everyone just jumped the gun and said
That
that
this
was his last match.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because that was
He
my
still has-
understanding is that this
He's
was
still
his
under
last.
contract. He's
He's
after
still
the
under
show-
contract.
After the show, he said this was his last match in Toronto.
Oh, okay.
He's still under contract. Now I don't know if they're going to touch on that at all because they did have a thing with Imperium kind of interrupting him. So I don't know,
But they're on different
Nothing-
brands.
That doesn't
Yes.
fucking matter.
Yeah.
but they still showed up
This
to
goddamn draft
interrupt
doesn't
him.
even matter anymore.
I think it'll give
Morgan
Edge
and
a
everyone.
reason. It's Edge, so he can go to Raw if he wants to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but if
Um,
it's not him winning the World Heavyweight title one last time,
I don't think they give it to him.
Well,
don't.
they
could.
gave him a custom Intercontinental title that I thought
But
was
that's-
interesting
no,
because that
that's
wasn't what he was
because-
more known for.
But that's because that was the first title he had, and they're doing the they're giving everyone those titles,
Are they?
the collector's editions.
Oh, I just saw that
I didn't
white
get
You
one.
have
blue.
Rey Mysterio
Yeah.
has a World
Uh-huh.
Heavyweight. Eddie Guerrero has a WWE Championship. Brock has WWE Championship. Cena has WWE Championship.
It's got to be the
Um,
spinner one.
It is. It looks
Sweet.
tacky.
Fuck
Hogan
you.
has one. No,
I love that
it-
goddamn championship.
no. The regular one, I'm talking about the one for him. It looks tacky.
Oh.
It's the signature shit.
That was
series.
the two best things that come from any John Cena run was the United States Spinner Championship and the WWE Spinner Championship.
Kane has one. I hate it.
I'm
The,
sure it's like on fire or some shit.
The
It's
Undertaker's
Red
winged
Rock.
eagle.
Yeah,
is
the winged
actually really
eagle.
cool. His
Randy Orton has a World Heavyweight.
Yeah.
But no, the only other thing I cared about AEW was the and I stupidly wrote it wrong on here because I'm an idiot. The House of Black kind of just attacking the Acclaimed.
House of
Yeah,
Black.
just from,
Yeah.
A House of Blackjack.
just from one of them.
I'm really, although I don't know shit about the third guy. I think,
Brody King.
yeah, I don't know much
Brody
about.
King is actually the best one.
Is
'Cause-
he? I don't know,
they
man.
had a-
So
yeah.
I've been a Buddy Murphy stan for probably since he started at NXT.
Yeah.
I've always
But
liked
what's
Buddy
up next?
Murphy, so it's kind of cool seeing him. And I think Aleister Black was seriously misused. Because that guy easily could have been top card for a long time. But it is cool seeing them kind of get work. I love the Acclaim, so I'm excited to see them kind of do a feud. I guarantee fucking Gunn comes back.
Oh no, the promo they did pretty much confirms it.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah. Basically they confirmed what he whispered in Billy Gunn's ear the night he took off his boots.
Yeah.
Like rest in pain or some shit like that.
Gotcha.
Yep.
But
Shawn
if you
Michaels,
check,
terrible.
yeah, these belts are.
Yeah,
they
he
have
kinda
Chi-
deserves
they have
it.
a China one.
I kind of want that purple winged eagle.
Which one? The
The
need to do,
Ultimate
like, a-
Warrior looking one.
yeah. Some-
I have the old undisputed title. I do love that. Oh, the white winged eagle is kind of.
We should just do a video of just championship designs.
That's true,
You
yeah,
know
we
which
could.
one it kind of brought me to the page because I wanted to see if they had it. When Bray had that custom strap for the WWE title when he won it, I actually really liked
No,
that look of
Hmm.
it.
you're talking about
Remember
you're talking about the rumored one where someone did a fan edit of the WWE Championship under Bray with Bray's design and he just posted it. It wasn't real.
Yeah,
I
but
know
I
what you're
still,
talking
I still
about.
want it.
I'm
If I
curious
can
how they
find it.
determine who gets a specialty belt. Like, I'm not like the ones they get now, but how did they determine that John Cena gets a specialty fucking spinner belt?
There's-
I guess because at the time he was like the biggest thing.
Dr.
I like that they
Thugonomics.
sell a Yankees one. Like, why would you sell a Yankees one? They haven't won a World Series since 2009.
New York is their prop, like a
Yeah,
for a
I'll
reason.
say,
for them.
yeah.
I get it, but Jesus
It's
Christ,
dumb, but still, I get it.
it offends me as a Mets fan.
I like the fact that every sports team gets
I'm
one.
surprised the Mets don't offend you as a Mets fan.
Well, they do, but that's besides the point.
No, I want Jacksonville to win. I need the Jacksonville
Anything.
Jaguars to no. I need the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the Super Bowl. So I want to see what happens.
The
I
world
wanna see-
implodes.
I want to see if WWE sends them a
No,
championship.
they'll have to get an AAW too.
No. They still send it, and the guys just toss it over the float.
No, they get a they get a 24-hour champions.
I don't- But that would be
Uh,
funny to see like somebody holding both belts. Like, which one do we pick? I think that's the belt you're talking about.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah,
yes.
it wasn't a real belt. It was a mark.
I don't
belt.
care. I still want it.
I still
It's a
want
great design though.
It's a really good looking belt.
Also, Bray is scheduled to return soon, according to his dad.
That would be good. I hope he's. I mean, I'm glad he's doing better.
Yeah, because we
Um,
couldn't have him and Brody like both pass away like very suddenly.
No.
That should be
Yeah.
fucking
Jesus Christ.
like.
So
That shit
just looking, because we're going to talk about not really talk about it, but kind of go over.
Run through Raw and SmackDown.
Well, more of we talked about the injured list. So I have the WWE injured list, and there's effectively 19 people that are currently injured on the WWE
Are we
roster.
19?
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. I thought it was going to be more. And a lot of these injuries, they kind of range. Like some of these people are still doing TV, and some of them aren't.
It's an impactful 19 though.
No, it's a lot of big names. Like so Roman was confirmed.
Back injury. Yep.
Yeah, but he is still available. Looks like to do his one fight a month. Kevin Owens back when Judgment Day. That looks like it's a rib injury. Big E obviously with his neck injury, where it does not, which is unfortunate because I love Big E. I pray that he's able to, but if it's to his own health, do what you got to do.
I have the list real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Sonya Deville, Elton Prince.
Was Brock's confirmed?
Yeah.
Was
I-
it his
he's
arm?
injured.
Something like that.
It's an injury, but not disclosed fully what it is.
Gotcha.
Brock Roman, Sonya, Elton Prince, Dakota Kai, Rucka, Braun Strowman, Shane McMahon, Bray Wyatt, Wendy Chu, Nikita Lyons, Robert Roode, R-Truth, Ariana Grace, Aaliyah, Randy Orton, Big E.
Yeah, I mean, so was
Bobby Roode was in Detroit, so I was
Yeah.
hoping
I-
that meant that he was.
I think he's doing producer stuff.
yeah. I get the feeling they're gonna phase him out to a backstage hand.
I also have AEW's list as well. If you wanted to read that off,
Nobody gives
Yeah.
a shit about them.
No,
their list is actually longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of nobodies. No, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, we have Scorpio Sky, Pac, Mark Briscoe, Willie Yuta. No, sketchy about that one. Roderick Strong,
yeah, that doesn't.
Bryan
make sense.
Danielson, yeah,
Okay.
Bandito, Jamie Hayter,
Yeah.
Isaiah Cassidy, Danhausen, Fuego del. He doesn't work there. Paige Van Zant, she doesn't work there.
Shit,
Good
kind of,
Garrison, Santana, Kyle O'Reilly, Thunder Rosa, and Paul White.
Paul White. Big Show?
Big Show, yeah.
I didn't even know he was
I
in
don't know why.
AEW.
Yeah, he did like one match, maybe.
Well, obviously he got injured.
Captain
In
Insano, baby.
Captains.
yeah.
There's a reference only the people over the age of fucking 20 are gonna understand.
They brought that back for AEW too.
That's why I said it.
It was him and the Acclaimed.
Oh my god.
Such a dumb thing to do. I forgot Santana was still in AEW.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it seems like Liv Morgan's going to be out for quite a while with her shoulder injury. I guess
Yeah.
that's why they did their whole little bit with her where they do the chair spot.
Oh, that's fucked up because she just came back from shoulder surgery for her other shoulder.
Yeah, well, it seems to be. Randy
The
Orton
WWE
may
tag
not ever
titles
come
are
back.
cursed. Those fucking women belts are cursed.
Well, I'm
So
curious what they're going to do with Sami Zayn now that Kevin Owens going to be out for the foreseeable.
Apparently they've been rumored to do dark matches, so it might not be as serious.
Okay.
They might do it long enough for them to drop the belts and then both take an extended leave.
Yeah, because Sami Zayn's hurt too with his elbow injury.
So I had a question for you guys. How would you feel if they ditched the tag belts and just made like a secondary, like intercontinental style women's belt? Kind of like how
Like a
AEW
Divas
has
belt?
TBS. No,
No.
well, no, but just like,
I would call it that.
well, yeah, no, don't do that. But you know how AEW has the TBS title, which is again the stupid. But if they had a secondary singles title, so like the intercontinental to the world heavyweight kind of
Yeah,
version
A
of
mid card title for the mid card women's division.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good. I still say
instead of getting a bunch of thrown together tag teams of people who don't really like, how many tag teams really work, right?
oh shit, Raquel Rodriguez has been like 9 tag teams in the last year.
Right now, Piper Niven took Sonya's spot, which
Yeah.
at least they're using her, so that's fine. But you know, Chelsea and Sonya kind of thrown together. The only
Lita
teams I can think of that are like make sense are what's her WWE name now? It's Kaden and
Katana Chance.
Katana. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
Casey Catanzaro is
Yeah.
is her name. She was on the American Ninja Warrior. That's what I remember her from
That's what it was.
originally.
Dated
Like
Ricochet.
that team, yes, that team makes sense because they've been working together for like a couple years now.
Yeah. Former
and-
NXT Women's Champions.
right. I'm trying to think of the other team.
What other team?
Right, like the it was Alba Fire and shit, what's her name?
Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn.
No,
And that was kind of thrown together.
Because their whole thing was they feuded.
Right. And then they
feuded.
became a team after they as they were feuding. And I'm like, okay, like a week ago you guys were trying to beat the shit out of each other. Now you're NXT tag champions. And I'm like, All right. So, but that's what I mean. Like, you're just throwing together a bunch of people that, and then you're not getting what you want out of it.
Yeah, not a lot
So
of
it almost
cohesion.
makes sense to have that mid card title for the women as opposed to having that cursed fucking tag belt. Because even then, when it originally came in, who did they really have as tag teams? They had the Iconics,
Goody.
Best, the
Sasha
best
and
people to
Bailey.
hold, the best people to hold those belts were the Iconics.
Yes, absolutely. I miss them because they were fucking hilarious. Um, but yeah, other than that, they just kind of have a habit of throwing these people together and making them a
It's-
team, and then
I would be fine them keeping the tag, but also introducing a singles.
No,
I
because they
think-
don't have enough. They don't have enough women for that.
Well, that's
division.
what I'm saying is if they're gonna do that, they really need to either bring some people up from NXT and really develop some female stables and tag teams. If they're not going to do that, then yeah, just go ahead and get rid of it and just do.
but they're not going to do that though.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
thing.
If they're
They
not
never-
going to do that, then yeah, just do the singles and
Also,
get rid of the tag
Bringing
team.
people up from NXT doesn't work anymore because unlike how NXT used to be, where they had a bunch of developed women, but they were just developing more character in certain areas. Current NXT is more, like certain areas they would help out because
Gotcha.
most of like indie wrestlers were just brought in for developmental. When you have fucking Adam Cole in NXT is a fucking
Right.
trip. This version of NXT is a lot of like new to wrestling type people. I wouldn't
it-
think I
what
wouldn't
it should
put
have
them on. Yeah, I wouldn't put them on a. I wouldn't put them in the tag division with established wrestlers right now. It's too green and it's too open for people to get hurt, or it just looks stupid out there.
Right, like one of the people that looked promising, and she's hurt too, was Ariana. That's for anybody that doesn't know, that's Santino's daughter.
Yeah,
And she,
Wait,
but like
Santino.
Morello.
Morello.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's his daughter.
That guy. Love that guy. He needs a Hall of Fame spot.
He's working.
Well, he's in
Impact.
TNA. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing to see him like
Yeah.
a serious character.
Him and
God damn it! Now I gotta start watching fucking
Fandango.
Impact again.
Fandango's in there. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to do without that
Dango.
one.
Dirty Dango. Oh my
There is
God.
it. Oh, please tell me
Yeah.
that's not what he goes by.
That
No,
is
that is.
absolutely what it goes by.
I have his autograph too.
Thank you.
He
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
No, sir, I got
He
it
had,
as
to,
a
he had to pay me to take it.
no. I got it in a Russell crate. I feel bad now because
Can I get my money back? I'd rather just not have the crate.
I will say, there was a point in time. This was 11 years ago, and where I live, there's an arena like right by my house, and where I used to work at a Chili's, and that was right down the road from that arena, and so like when a Raw or a SmackDown was in town, they would come eat like after the show and things like that, and we had I think it was like Heath Slater. Who else was it? I think Wade Barrett and somebody else. And like the dude was like, "Oh, my niece is a big wrestling fan," so he like went on the computer, printed out like their headshots and stuff, and was like, "I don't know any of their fucking names." And I was like, "Dude, you might want to figure that out before you go get some autographs." And then like you're serving this guy food, and then you're like, "Hey, can you sign this for my like, dude? Come on, that's
imagine going to Wade Barrett. Hey, Triple H, sign this.
yeah." Hey, what's your name? Oh, I don't know.
Sounds like
and then
Nexus
he's
to
like-
me. That's what it sounds like. It sounds
That's
like
what. Yeah, it was them two, and
Slater,
I can't remember
Barrett,
who
probably
the other one was.
fucking.
Ryback.
Might have been Gabriel.
God. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Gabriel, maybe.
Remember,
I don't-
Ryback required the Nexus.
Yeah, Skip Sheffield. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! How they thought that name was gonna go over.
David Otunga, Skip Sheffield.
You know,
Yeah,
I actually didn't mind Otunga.
Fuck off. He was the blandest person in the world.
I think athletically he was good. They just didn't do anything with him. They tried to do the
sucks.
JBL thing where like he was like
Jennifer Hudson's
the
husband.
rich lawyer, you
Ex-husband.
know.
Well, at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucking sucked.
Yeah.
He couldn't do a promo to save. He couldn't do a promo to save his
I
life.
mean,
His
none of them
charisma-
could. Even
his-
Wade
not
Barrett
as bad.
couldn't.
his
Not as bad
charisma
as
was
Michael
in the
McGillicuddy.
earth. Shut.
Michael McGillicuddy.
We're not gonna talk about that. What was the age? The age of McGillicuddy?
Dude, you know what's crazy about that is you would think where McGillicuddy comes from, like, because especially a lot of these like legend, you know, sons and daughters of legends. If you're gonna get into this business, there's no way you didn't have this conversation of understanding how to cut a fucking promo.
I mean, it depends on how early he started and when they called him up. Because Cody Rhodes, like, part of his documentary was admitting that they called him up way too early.
This is true.
Because he was in the same. He would have been in the same NXT class as Roman Reigns and Big E and Seth Rollins.
Also, Cody
But he
Rhodes,
got
the
called
only
up.
guy to beat himself for the tag team titles.
Yep. Yo,
Did hardcore Holly
yo.
dirty, bro.
fuck hardcore Holly.
That guy was a
Oh my
dick.
God.
I mean, yeah.
Him and JBL eat a dick.
All right, before we get too late, because man, we haven't even gotten into the fucking WWE stuff, and I sat there and said we were gonna do an hour and 15. I'm such a
No. Hold on. You said we were going to do an hour and 15.
I said an hour.
I knew better.
Well, you know, I try to wringle this in, but you know,
Fucking guy didn't even start recording for the first 15
that's
minutes.
not true. I just recorded somewhere else. That's not true.
Shout out to that 14 minutes on Twitch, baby. Let's
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Numbers are numbers.
I was gonna say, we just hit the important topics because it really wasn't. There's no real need to go.
There's nothing. Yeah, we don't have to do a segment by
full
segment.
No, I wasn't planning on it because it really wasn't. I mean, we have JD McDump, who
Judgment Day McDonough.
that's
Yeah.
the JD McDump. That's what he is for me because he's trash.
Who's the ace?
He is an ass. That's what he is. I'm sorry. There's just nothing about him that I like. There's his fucking Irish accent. He's
in heel. He's perfect.
Yeah,
he's not even good at it. I don't. Just because you say somebody's a heel doesn't mean that's the reason I don't like him.
No.
Nah, he's
The
pretty
best
good.
way is the best way to sum up JD as a heel is one specific moment. What was it? NXT Takeover Black Liverpool, where they got Finn Balor to take the spot of who he was wrestling, and that was the best pop that Finn Balor has ever had while being signed with WWE.
Yep.
To this day.
I mean, I will tell you, the crowd interaction for his old entrance
Is a
was fantastic.
I just
When
can't get
you
behind
do
it.
that, you know, that
Yeah.
shit is that.
and then he magic.
I got to
That was Cody Rhodes before Cody Rhodes. This whole
I
fucking
got to
thing.
experience that live, and it was dope.
what,
And
the Magic Mike thing, or
no, the Finn Balor entrance with the old music. This was
no? I'm saying there's a part. All right, I still say this to this day because someone said it and it ruined it for me. There's a part in Finn's entrance that is literally just a crotch shot, like zoomed in on his crotch.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the part I look for.
Yeah.
When he whips around on the rope and he's stretched out, his legs are like open, and the camera guy just zooms in the crotch area. It's like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I hate that they're just doing nothing with Balor. He's losing too goddamn much. And I'll be honest, I'm really tired of the stupid ass fucking briefcase spots. We've done 3 of them in 3 weeks. That is a briefcase spot a fucking week we're doing.
I was fine with the first one when it was they slid it in the ring and Seth was quick and stomped him on the thing. That was fine. But this last one where like
the oopsie daisy, oh silly me, fucking oh my god, I didn't like.
And he like sat there for a second, and was like, oh fuck, and then it was like, yeah, come on,
you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. If they're gonna have him turn, just have him do it already.
The rumor is actually to kick Damian Priest out.
Man, that would be such a fucking.
But
and have JD McDonough replace him.
You
I
know,
could see it,
I could too.
and then have them go after tag gold. 'Cause
Exactly.
then
Because God, he needs it.
Priest has the briefcase,
Do you,
and
do you think they
obviously,
separate tag titles? Because
yes,
God, they
have
need to.
Yeah, they can't have one tag team holding two shows belts. Although
Oh.
I hope they give it the same treatment, like they just update them instead of looking like fucking the red and
Nickels.
the blue. Yeah, nickel. Yes, very much
The
so.
nickel belts.
I don't mind. Well, you know what? No, that's not true. The silver ones always turn out like that. ECW one came out like shit. Um,
The Phoenix?
is that what it was? That last ECW belt before?
Well, fairness,
Yeah.
a lot of
Silver.
things that came out of ECW were shit.
The
Well,
silver. Phil Brooks.
yeah.
Sorry. Couldn't resist.
uh,
The zombie. The
yeah.
ECW zombie.
The ECW zombie.
Oh, fucking
Uh,
sci-fi.
Hey, best thing to come out of ECW was fucking Kelly Kelly.
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi
Don't he
Kingston
come
was
out of
dope.
ECW?
Yeah,
Kofi
yeah.
Kingston was the ECW branded
Really?
superstar when he first
I see. I
started,
don't
yeah.
remember that in my fucking wheelhouse.
Because
Yeah.
that was their like. Obviously, that was NXT before NXT, and it was. It eventually, obviously, that TV spot became NXT when it was the fucking, survival, elimination, whatever the game show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. NXT before it was NXT.
Yeah. But they were essentially, as it died down, they were using that for developmental, because and that's how Kofi got the start
Gotcha.
with his fake Jamaican accent.
Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican?
That's
There's
still one of
always
the
trouble
funniest.
in paradise.
It's one of my favorite Triple H spots.
Yeah.
Something that I've been wondering. Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican?
You're not even Jamaican in real life. This
No,
is
he's
the
from
funniest thing.
fucking West Africa. Like that's
Yeah, I think of course you got Zayn beating JD, which I kind of figured. I don't even understand why they had that match. I'll be honest. I
Just
think
to
we could have done
JD
without.
have more JD having more motivation to go after Zayn and Owens.
I guess, yeah. Gable beating Ghirardelli or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. Giovanni, whatever.
Giovanni Vinci.
I'll be honest.
Who's
I'm
been
not a huge
underused.
fan. I'm
He's
not
been
he
underused.
is, and I just am not a huge fan of Imperium. Or well, let me rephrase that.
Shame on you.
I don't mind the two guys of Imperium. I'm not a fan of Gunther. Just not. Walter, whatever the fuck his name is. I just don't really care for him all that much. I do like the smug asshole. I think he does good.
Ludwig Kaiser.
He's got a real diehard bad guy feel to him that I'm fine with.
He's got a real 1945 vibe to him.
Well, yeah, too. Giovanni doesn't really talk, but he seems good in the ring.
Yeah.
Gunther just seems meh in the ring. He's okay. I know, and I'm sure I'll get some shit, and for whatever reason,
deservingly so.
I'm just not a fan. I stand by it. I'm not a fan.
Jungle Boy stole his theme. I'm still mad about it.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Glass Bro.
I'm sorry. Having that classic theme as an entrance is great. It fit Walter to a T.
Yes.
We got Glass Bro.
I don't care.
Nope.
I don't know who I'm more upset for this tag team.
Drew.
If I'm more upset for Drew or those of us that have to watch it.
Well.
And and it's not to say like I don't mind Riddle per se. He's not my favorite guy, don't get me wrong.
NXT Riddle was definitely the better version of Riddle.
That's what I've heard. I'm still newish to NXT. I didn't really catch a lot of the these guys when they were in NXT.
You and I are gonna have like some black and gold watch parties. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Just try to
minus the one guy.
Which one guy?
There's a lot of guys.
Velveteen
Oh
Dream.
yeah, we can't.
Well,
Yeah.
All right. as I asked it, I went, "Oh yeah, no, we can't."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a
Um,
shirt. I'm mad about that.
Like, I don't mind the gimmick the Riddle
Orange
has.
Cassidy on an Evolved
Oh
pay-per-view.
my lord. I don't mind Riddle's gimmick. It
Not even a
it
gimmick,
worked
that's
really
how he
well.
not a
is.
Yeah, say it's just him. Yeah.
It's literally how he
It,
is.
You
And
should
it's
see
not-
him in like backstage things. It's like
that's because he's high all the time. That's what.
no, and I don't mean like on Raw backstage. I mean like for like TikToks or fucking whatever.
Yeah, he's fucking baked 24/7.
What was he playing? He was playing like Guess Who with Liv Morgan or something, and I
Yeah.
was like, dude, that guy didn't never opened his eyes. Like he.
He's gone. He's guessing what the world
I think he
is
asked
like.
the same question twice. He's
Probably.
like, "Did you
No, I
guy
think
have
I
like
know.
blonde hair?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, dude, what the
That-
fuck?"
Speaking of Velveteen Dream and Matt Riddle, that alludes to an accusation.
Oh, what do you get
that
a new
people-
one?
No, there was a moment of Velveteen Dream being under fire, and he was like, "Yeah, people were doing coke." There was this one guy who's a current roster, like a current star in the main roster. I won't say his name. And people was like, "Who is it? Who is with him in NXT?" Matt Riddle.
I won't say his name, but it rhymes with a rat middle.
Everyone just assumes it's Matt Riddle. I'm not saying it is. That's just
Dude,
That's
here's
who
my thing.
everyone
If the guy wants to
assumes.
smoke weed, who fucking gives a shit?
no.
Who
It wasn't.
cares?
No. It's not weed. It's coke.
Who cares?
Okay. Who cares about the coke?
I'm just saying, like, I don't fucking
I mean,
care.
If
It's
that
his
dude's
body.
doing coke and he's wrestling, that's fine. There's another guy doing coke and running a wrestling company, and that's fine.
Like,
And like,
when is it not okay? When is it
that dude
okay?
fucking
You
bugs
know?
out all the time. Like, I loved watching that fucking media
Winnipeg.
from where he was like talking about fucking, going against WWE, and he's like, Jim Crockett didn't have to put up with all it, and I was like, oh shit, that dude's fucking out of it.
I mean,
He's going.
Height Kurt Angle was Perk Angle. I mean,
Perk Angle, baby,
fuck it.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he wants to kill himself with that shit. So be it. That's on him. I don't fucking care.
And if this was the '80s, man, Hogan would have.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was okay for Hogan, but now all of a sudden it's not okay now.
Are you telling me those fucking Macho Man and fucking Ultimate Warrior promos from the 80s and 90s that had no?
Oh
there-
yeah,
there
I
was
mean
nothing
it's.
going on?
There's no way Macho Man wasn't coked out in 90% of the fucking shit he did.
Yeah.
Funky
Listen,
like a
man.
monkey, sky's the limit and space is the place.
Yeah. High as a fucking cow.
High as
Tower of
hell.
Power,
Yeah, Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour. Fucking, but you know what? It worked.
Yeah.
And he only had a heart attack at 40, so I mean,
Yeah.
let's see, Miz
You're
could give a
too busy for
shit.
heart attacks.
Yeah, well, Miz going to SmackDown, don't fucking care.
Austin LA Knight, opportunity the U.S. Championship.
I'm so mad about that. I was furious.
Oh no, I saw it coming. The moment
I
like,
did too, but it's. I wish.
Miz is on commentary. Okay, so this is how this match is going.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And then like we kind of talked about Balor and all that shit.
So
I also didn't
Oh, really,
realize
man.
Becky and Trish was still a thing. I thought that ended
Yeah.
like months ago.
no,
Well, it
still
was
going.
supposed to go at SummerSlam, but it got cut short. And after watching this match, I'm
Gotta
glad
see
it
why.
didn't make SummerSlam.
And now
and
they're
then
having a
Now we're gonna do a steel cage because that's gonna make it
at
better.
Payback.
I made a comment on a TikToker / YouTuber's thing where he was talking about that match, and I went, Winnipeg deserved a fucking double count out. That crowd was so bad and so dead for like
Yeah, I
all
was
of the
saying.
like.
I did kind of
"Dude,
notice
no."
that as well.
And I
Like,
laughed.
what
I got like
place
a
Jericho's from
yeah,
to be boring.
bunch of idiots. Yeah,
They all made the list.
yeah,
You just made the list.
bunch of stupid idiots. Yeah.
NXT was pretty lackluster.
You just made the list.
There you go.
Yeah.
The cringe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
I didn't put that in there. Somebody else added it.
Yeah. NXT was man. Wesley was impressive. I did like Wesley stuff.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a big fan of his.
We're getting Wesley
Um,
versus Hayes.
Him and Carmelo.
Which
I'm good.
he's not gonna win. There's no way Hayes drops it. Because what Hayes has only had this
Maybe.
belt for
He's had it for.
has he had it
couple
for a
Three
while?
months?
I said I didn't think it was crazy long,
And
but
He won it WrestleMania weekend.
did he?
yes,
Yeah.
and it
was
would
TSA
make sense for
Takeover,
him to
wasn't it?
drop it
Yeah.
if they bring him up, which I don't know that they're gonna do yet.
I guess it really depends on what they do with the Bobby Lashley crew.
I knew it was going there.
I
That's
will
not
say
fair.
yeah.
That's not fair. We
Let's
talked
just put
about
all-
this last week.
Yeah, let's just put all the black guys together. No, I get it, but you know,
I'm not
Nice
saying I
old-
agree with it.
we have a shack in the back.
yeah.
It worked
Y'all
for a
can't laugh
while.
at that.
Her business worked for a while, you
I'm
know.
gonna laugh at it anyway. But anyway,
Oh,
well, I would say if they haven't called up Braun Breaker yet, they
Yeah,
can't.
you would think
call up
Braun's gotta
Carmelo
go
yet.
before Hayes, I would think.
no.
You don't think so?
I got them pulling up Hayes because he progressed faster.
Yes.
Like he has the look, he has the promo work. He could go up faster.
Oh yeah. I mean, you
Um,
could make Braun Breaker work on the main roster.
I
But
just
you
see
should
Braun
probably-
becoming kind of the new Triple H role or the new Batista role. Like that's what I see him kind of filling.
if you
Batista,
have him
yes.
come in as like a muscle, like you were saying, like a Batista kind of thing where he just comes in as
He
the
just
muscle.
destroys,
Kind of like
you know.
what they were doing with Big Bill for AEW. They make him the muscle and all
Yeah.
that, or you know that
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Which
And
we'll get to that in a second because I'm a little confused. Isn't Ricky Starks suspended?
Yes, he's suspended as an active competitor. The
Ah,
whole joke is he's a
Loophole.
manager.
yeah, okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
lord.
Where he had that
Uh,
like cologne fucking thing going on or whatever they called it. It looked like a cologne commercial for the little promo for him, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he's a manager for Big Bill.
yeah.
Gulak got gulacked. Didn't even know he was still in WWE. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a trainer soon. Or he's just gonna go to AEW.
What are they? I mean, even if he did, they're not gonna do him any better there. I don't feel like.
No. Oh no. But he'll have a better match.
And then SmackDown started the way I hate that it starts sometimes with Grayson Waller, who I can't fucking stand.
He's the new Miz.
He isn't. That's the
Yes, he is.
thing. LA Knight is a all-around better version of the Miz.
That's not what they need though.
No.
They just need a Miz. They need someone to do a talk show host. Grayson Waller has the talk show.
I
host.
know. I still hate it. It's still annoying. I don't need a fucking talk show. I don't.
Look, they love their talk show segments.
I know, and they
do.
all suck. I stand by it. Every talk show they've ever done sucks.
Ding Dong Hello was great.
I hate
Yeah.
it.
It was
Hate it.
fucking
I
hilarious.
can say that with a
Wow.
straight face.
Yeah. It was great for all the worst reasons. But I mean, listen, you have your classic that
The
was-
only one I liked was Jericho's. That was the only one I ever liked. Was the one that Jericho did.
well, you had Piper's Pit.
Well,
Back
okay,
in the
that's
day.
fair.
That was-
I did
yeah.
kind of forget about Piper shit wasn't bad either. But
You know, and then randomly at one point, I think because he was injured, I don't remember if that was why they had the Heartbreak Hotel for Shawn Michaels in the mid '90s. That was fucking pretty terrible.
What about the KO show?
awful.
Okay, yeah.
That led to Stone Cold coming back
Still
for
awful.
WrestleMania.
Still
Yeah.
awful. You can't change my mind.
Okay.
What was
Piper's Pit and Jericho's the only two I'm going to give a pass for this one.
what was Christian's The Peep Show?
Peep Show,
that it?
awful. Christian's
What about
awful.
Undertaker?
So
What about Undertaker's?
I don't remember
The
that one.
Graveyard Shift.
Oh, fuck off. No, I'm
Oh, I'm fucking with you, but I'm pretty sure he had one.
Who?
That's funny as
Fuck.
shit.
Carlito had the what the fuck was it called? The
Cabana. Carlito's
Carlito's
Cabana.
Cabana.
Awful. Carlito was fine.
Although
That talk show was
He
terrible.
did have that really fun Triple H when he returned and was fucking with Vince. And tried to get him to say that he loved cock.
Yeah.
You know.
What about?
You're going to keep naming them. I'm just going to keep telling you they're awful.
All right. What about Cutting Edge?
Awful.
Yeah.
What?
It's
How do you
awful.
not like the
There's
Cutting
not a
Edge?
single good moment from any of these. Except I'll give you the trying to say cock one. That was pretty funny, but
That's funny.
Christian's never done anything that I've ever given a shit about, and I stand by that. I can't stand him in AEW because he's absolutely not a top guy. He never will be.
I have a personal story about Christian, but
Oh, I want to hear it now.
for another day.
Oh, okay.
Edge and all his accomplishments, talk show shit. Miz, shit. I hate Miz, but he's at least good at what he does. That's the only reason I don't.
Grayson Waller is good at what he does.
No, he's not. I've went back because I was like, because here's the thing. I kind of liked the guy when I first saw him. I was like, okay, this guy is a decent heel. I'm going to watch some of his old shit. I hate all of it. I don't like it. I don't like his gear. I don't like his fucking bit. None of it.
I just don't get his finisher.
Yeah, it cracked me the fuck up.
The roll into
the first time I saw it, I was like, what are you doing?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there's too much setup.
Like, you have to get out of the ring, measure it, jump into it, roll into the stunner, and I'm like,
like, no, this isn't believable.
Yeah, that's
okay. Sorry, I blacked out for a little bit during all that. I will say, I think they did a good send off or not send off because he's still till September, but I did like the celebration for Edge. I think they did a lot of respect with that.
Yeah.
And duly worth it. I mean, the guy is a workhorse, and the only thing that I hate most is how underused he was in this last year. Between his mid Hell in the Cell match with Finn, which I don't think was anybody's fault. I think Finn got hurt, and you call an audible. I mean, that's what you got to do. The mixed tag match was fine with Beth. I like seeing, I was a huge fan of Beth, so that was cool. She's sluggish, but she's also not done this for a long time.
Years. Yeah. Well, not even years actually, because
still better than Lita.
Think about it. The last thing she did was the Divas of Doom.
Yeah,
thing
I mean,
in WrestleMania. Yeah, for the new WWE Tag Team Championship.
But I just hate they didn't use him more. That's my biggest complaint of this last year.
Well, like I said, I mean, anything we got with him was
it's icing on the cake. It absolutely I completely agree.
As much as we can sit here and be like, yeah, because I'm in the same boat. I was a big Edge fan for years. Obviously, I was pumped when he came back, but the fact that we're getting anything out of him, awesome. Right? Like, I was heartbroken when it was just like, hell, hey, I retained my title at WrestleMania. The next night, I have to retire. I'm like, so for him to come back, anything we got out of him was awesome.
I agree.
And I'll take it.
Easily had the second best match of the week. I would say probably the best, but I really was a fan of the Luchador thing. I think him and Sheamus, even though the buildup was just kind of, hey, I want to fight this guy, I'm cool with it. It was a very well done match.
Yeah. Hey, I never got to face this guy.
And also, Sheamus is one of the reasons he came back.
Yeah.
Yep. So the story made sense.
But I think and of course we all knew he was going to win. There's no shot 25 years they let him lose.
I do love
in Toronto. Fuck no.
Yeah.
I do love that Sheamus went on Twitter and just put banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
After banger.
Because after banger after because honestly he's been pretty underrated the past year or so because he's just been fucking having just great matches when
still no titles.
At it.
Hate it. Needs title. Give him something.
You could argue that he should have won the IC title at some point. They could have done it. You could have done it in Cardiff, yeah.
Would have been fucking. They would have erupted.
And that match was incredible. Especially if you were going to have Drew lose, I think it would have been better to have Sheamus win.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know they want to have Gunther break Honky Tonk's record.
I still don't think it happens.
It's happening.
I'm saying it now, and we can come back to this video when it happens if it does. I'm saying it now. He doesn't break Honky Tonk's record.
Here's what I'll say. I don't make bets. I don't think I'll win. So I would bet you that he's going to break this record.
I just think that's been such a goddamn protected record that this is the guy. I don't see how this is the guy that they let break it.
It is. just because you
If he
don't
wins-
like
But
him.
yeah, and that's part of it.
yeah.
I think there's better people that I would rather see break that record than this guy. But well,
But
I guess
who-
time will
at
tell.
this point, who? If
I
you
mean,
had to pick right now,
if I had to pick
out of-
somebody
out
that
of
could
what we
workhorse
have-
it,
now,
Hey.
no, and I won't even do that because that's not even a fair no. If I had to see somebody that would break it in, I think Drew is a better draw. I think he absolutely could do a honky tonk record break. I think Sheamus would be fine for a honky tonk record break. Hell, I think Miz would be fine. I think that I'm surprised Miz isn't the one they let break it. Because similar kind of gimmick to me of that kind of asshole, just fuck you guys, and I'm gonna, So no, I think those three options would be better than letting him do it.
I like Gunther breaking it.
Yep.
I'm gonna be real.
That's fine.
You-
You guys can
you're
be
outvoted here. Yeah, yeah.
stand by what I say.
Mr. Slap Happy himself, Walter.
Hold on.
breaking the
So,
record.
I have a curious question. Did you watch the at the time Walter Ilya Dragunov match where there was like no crowd? I sent you a clip of it. It was
Yes.
the fucking loudest slap in the
Okay.
world.
Oh no, and
He is a murder machine.
Yeah.
That is his whole.
I don't know, man. Here's my thing. I'm all about the chops. It's funny.
Fucking Bruce.
He's good at it. Hey, all three of us grew up in the Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Hardcore Holly. Where that's been done and been done better. I still think Chris Benoit, Hardcore Holly had, and I know we don't, I don't like to talk about Chris
Yeah,
Benoit too
neither
much. But,
Yeah, we don't talk about redacted. Okay.
but had better chops. Hardcore Holly is still to this day to me has the best one.
Nah.
I mean, what was it?
I'm a sucker for a good Walter chop.
What was it? The fucking Eddie Redacted and Hardcore Holly going against the NXT or I guess it wasn't NXT back then. Or Tough
Daniel
Enough,
Peter.
that's what it was.
Yeah,
Daniel
tough enough.
Peter.
And just lighting him up.
Fucked him up. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and like that's still one of my favorite moments. But
All because he almost won a shoot fight with Angle.
Yeah. no, I'm not saying Walter doesn't have a place. He is not my cup of tea, and
I think
but I will
that-
not let that determine that I don't think he's good at what he does. I
I
don't
think
know.
I can change your mind.
It's better. Fits better. His style is such a jarring experience from the current WWE.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
it makes him better.
Well, it's
Because
slow.
he's so different.
It's slow,
He stands
methodical.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes him
And I-
stand out more.
And
because
I
he's not
actually
flippy.
really like that style. So when everybody used to talk about how like peak Randy Orton, like not Legend Killer, but whatever was in between Legend Killer and that like 08, 09, 07 run where he was like
I think it's
balls
just
and fucking-
that's start of the Viper kind of, wasn't
yeah.
it?
When he was like
Like
putting
post
people out and
evolution.
shit, yeah. And he was punting people, but that style of just like picking people
Yeah.
apart and fucking, and that stomp that he does, where he's like stomping on every different body part and just like wearing you down. And
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for some old school stuff too, with the laces to the face, and he does the little takes the boot.
Yeah, and that's
And
I mean that's why I like the brutes, the brawling brutes and I can't remember the other guy's name, but the bigger guy kind of has that similar kind of like style of picking apart body parts, and I'm fine with that. It's just I couldn't tell you
Pete
exactly.
Dunne.
Yeah, I can't tell you
No,
exactly
no.
what it is.
He's
I'm
the
not a
smaller
huge
guy.
fan of,
Pete
but
Dunne is
it's
smaller guy.
just
Rich Holland is the bigger one.
Yeah, Rich
Yeah.
Holland. Yeah.
Pete Dunne is the one that picks apart the body parts and bends the fingers. and all
Yeah.
that shit.
And like I like that as well. Because
sorry.
there was.
Butch, but
Was that
fucking
what it
terrible.
is?
yeah, it's fucking stupid. They need to
I-
let him be Pete Dunne again.
I don't get how they change the name, send him back to NXT, and then come back like, oh, we're not supposed to realize his name. He was on SummerSlam versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship.
Survivor
People
Series.
saw it. Yeah. Well, was it?
It was Survivor because we just had that conversation
Yeah.
about him not Adam Cole not being in the match with Brock
It
and
was. Yeah, it was Survivor
Dave.
Series.
Yeah,
But it's like him and Walter, like they were on a big stage introduced as these people, and then next
Did
thing
they
you
say
see
why they
Walter.
changed their names? Have they made
Walter is because that was his legal name, and they wanted to own the rights to him as a wrestler, so they
Yeah.
changed his name to Gunther.
Can
Pete
WWE just
David-
all about owning people?
I keep saying Pete David.
You
Pete Dunne.
yeah, not Pete Davidson.
Uh, Pete Dunne. I think it's the same thing. Hold up, I want to see his. What's his actual legal name?
I'm pretty sure it's Pete. I'm fairly certain.
Because Peter is his legal name. His
Gotcha.
full name is Peter England.
Ironic.
Oh, okay.
Peter England. God.
That's great.
Yeah.
So Pete Dunne is fine.
Yeah. It's too close.
I
to
can't
his real
imagine
name.
they're gonna stick with Butch. I felt like it was a joke, but like the joke's been going for too long.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a few of those going around.
Yeah.
it was I was hoping it would have been the same thing as the Viking experience, where it was like so universally like shit on, where people were like, no, just no, stop, and then they would go, you're right, we fucked up. But instead they were like, no, we're gonna double down and just keep it going. And he's like fucking Scrappy Doo and shit, and then it was
Yeah.
like, all right, bro, like this is unnecessary.
Wait, what?
Well,
Sorry.
you're good.
Don't mind me.
Oh, okay.
I had to look something up. I was seeing people's like real names. Oh, okay. Now it makes more sense. I was trying to think, is Johnny Gargano's legal name Johnny Gargano, and it is.
Yeah.
But the way I read it, he has two middle names, so I thought his last name was Nicholas. So when I looked up Candice LeRae, her real name is Candice Gargano. So it threw me off for a second.
Yeah.
Like, wait, is his last name Nicholas and her name is legally Gargano now? Like, the fuck?
She took the bit too far. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the dedication, that's what they like.
hey, listen, got to keep kayfabe alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So I kind of have to retract something from last week where I was about the LA Knight Miz thing. I didn't know it was going to be at the sacrifice of the United States title shot. That's not what I was aware of.
Yeah.
Nah, you all about it. Last time.
Yeah, when it was just going to be them, you know, I didn't know it was going to be because, you know, he's lost a title shot, which is fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I'd love to see him and Ray go at it. That'd have been hilarious. But they're obviously setting up. I just feel like it's super obvious they're going to set up an Escobar turn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I guarantee. I guess I would say next title defense. If Theory doesn't win it, you will see the turn shortly after. Because it just seems that's, you know, especially with the fucking whatever talk show Waller has, that was what they were trying to implement, is kind of that seeds you know, aggravation between the two. And on heel turns, a huge miss on heel turns, of not heel turning Bianca. Should have absolutely heel turned her there, would have been perfect.
I mean, they're definitely still doing it, but yes, they should have done it, and that should have been, again. I know we talked before we recorded and everything, but having Io and Bailey lose
Was an odd choice.
their first match. Like, they love having champions lose. Now, again, Io didn't take the pin, so you can
say that it was
maybe set that up to like maybe break that off, and you know, because they were kind of playing that up at one point with Io kind of breaking off from Damage Control, which I'm hit or miss on. If
I would be more fine of Damage Control breaking from Bailey than I would like Io going singles.
That's just Io and Dakota.
Yeah,
because that
and
I like would have
both
to be
of
the
them.
mouthpiece.
Yeah,
Yes. And it wouldn't necessarily work. I mean, I can't remember Dakota really talking very often.
Because she didn't.
You know, right. So, you know, Bailey is the good mouthpiece for that. But having them lose in her first match since taking the title was a stupid choice. And you could have set that up with Bianca just getting fed up with Charlotte's shit and just attacking her and walking off and being done with it.
Yeah.
But they're definitely slow burning it. They're, I don't know what the game plan, like when they're gonna have it happen, how they're gonna set it up, or do we know who EO's facing yet? Did they even set that up yet, or it's just gonna
Was it
be
not Charlotte? I thought it was Charlotte was who. I could be wrong. For some reason I had in my head my notes that it's Charlotte, but I could be wrong.
I have no idea. They actually set it up.
Hold on 1 second. There we go. Let's see if that clears me up a little bit. I feel blurry, like I'm in the background too
They
much.
got some meds for that.
Yeah.
Straight Profits had a good match. I guess they have a new tag finisher.
It was a pretty dope sky high neckbreaker thing. I liked it.
I do hate it was at the expense of the OC, but I kind of figured it was going to be. Can't always be the Viking Raiders, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it could, but no, it should.
The OC has done nothing.
I know, and they just don't seem to understand how to build the OC with AJ. Like it's always just AJ is kind of pushed and the OC's just kind of there.
No, they did it when he was with Finn.
I guess
when they were the club.
Yeah. Yep.
Isn't that like? Aren't they still the club? Isn't that it's just original club? Is that what?
No, it's It's the club when it's with AJ. Baldur Club when it's with Finn. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good match. I'd be curious if Bobby's actually going to wrestle at any point, or if he's just going to be the MVP of this group.
No, he'll likely wrestle. I still like him in this role.
Yeah.
But no, he'll wrestle.
And I know, God, I even hate saying it because I know Portal will fucking make a comment about me fucking being the one to say this.
Just find every black guy.
That's not what I want.
WWE.
It doesn't hurt. It's
put them in the group.
That the ones that would work in that group just so happen.
Get Carmelo and Trick.
I don't know. I hate. I don't even want to get started on Trick Williams.
Is it because he's black?
It has nothing to do with that. God damn it!
I'm not even saying nothing.
I know. I'm being the instigator here.
Oh, Loss is being my spiritual brother right now.
I'm not even saying bringing all of them. I would love to see a return of Golden Standard Shelton Benjamin.
No.
See. I was huge on the Gold Standard.
No, we're not bringing that gimmick.
Let Gold Standard Benjamin would fit right in with that group.
We're not bringing back Cisco Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
Let Golden Standard would flow perfectly with what that group's got going on.
No, we're not doing.
And then you know what? Just for shits and giggles, just so I don't seem like that guy, bring Gulak. Throw Gulak in there. You know, let Drew Gulak be the hype man.
I'd be okay with Shelton because I'm a fan of them having groups together, like stables and stuff. If they do it right,
it's a thin line though, because then you get AEW where everything's a stable.
Yeah, but I feel like they don't always do it right. They do it with certain ones. They keep the House of Black together fine. The Elite, for the most part, is together for, well, of course they are, but that's fine. The Acclaimed and Billy, that's obviously still kind of going in whatever direction. They're obviously setting that up to do that. The BCC, which I go back and forth with.
I keep losing track of who's in that stable. I know it's Moxley.
It's Moxley,
Claudio,
whoever Cesaro's name is in that.
Claudio.
Wheeler Yuta and Danielson.
But he's injured.
It's only 4 guys.
And then,
but they're about to add what, 2 more because they're going to do this.
They need 3 people as their partners for the stadium.
So they're either going to set up a Danielson return.
No,
because if he was going to come back, Yeah, if he was gonna come back, he would be wrestling Omega for sure.
Okay.
You're not gonna have Danielson come back and have
Um,
Danielson and Omega on the same show in an 80,000 seat stadium and not go
Gotcha.
one on one. That would be
Nigel,
horrible.
fucking what's his name? Chris Hero.
That would be fun. Have Kings of Wrestling come back.
What will be the third one? Nigel, Hero.
Adam Cole, give him 3 matches.
You
No.
think Nigel's? You think Nigel's?
It'll be funny
coming?
for him to return to help the BCC with his ongoing feud with Danielson,
Yeah,
just to fuck with him.
yeah.
I'm
But
trying to think of
I
someone
did
else
see
who would be
Chris
in the
Hero's
UK.
name come. Yeah, I saw Chris Hero's name come up a bunch. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like groups, like that whole best friends thing, eh.
I go
'Cause,
back and forth on them. There's times I like the best friends. There's times
Yeah.
that I don't really care.
I mean, Wheeler Yuta was kind of a part of that, and then broke away from that, which
Yeah,
I feel like
joined the
was
BCC.
better for him. Not that he really necessarily fits in with those guys, but
No, he's like the little brother.
yeah,
He wants to be like recognized like the cool guys of Moxley and Danielson, but we
Uh-huh.
all know he's just a piece of shit.
yeah, oh, yeah,
He pinned Kenny Omega.
right. For
So
reasons, yeah. So stables, if done right,
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
fine, right? If you have, I remember like the Attitude Era days where they had the gang warfare, but it was like the same 3 gangs and they
Yeah.
all kind of sucked. You know.
FBI.
No, this was that FBI was ECW, Full Blooded
Oh, I
Attack.
guess that's true.
IRS?
Yeah.
Are you
Um,
confusing
That's
with the IRS?
No, I was just thinking FBI because that was a stable that I thought.
but they had, you had the what the fuck were they called?
Right, the censor.
No, even before that, you had the biker guys, the 2 bald guys, and
Oh,
Crush
Road
and,
Warrior and
no, that was
I was like, that's not Attitude Era.
But then you had the Los Boricuas with Savio Vega and his group,
Yeah.
and then you had what the fuck was the name of that? They were like military outfits. It was Don Callis as the no, what the fuck was his name? But he had those paramilitary looking guys with the berets and shit, and you had Kurgan from that, if you remember fucking Kurgan from the Oddities and all that shit. And it was just like the same 3 groups of 4 guys just wrestling all the time, and it was fucking awful. But like if you actually have like good groups matched together, that's fine.
Yeah.
They just have to do it right? Like Bloodline, for as much as that's been all over the place, it was kind of nice for them to get like a 3 to 5 minute thing, and that's all they got on SmackDown this week. Which, by the way, Paul Heyman and Caleb Braxton working together is always hilarious.
Rumors about your family.
But just that, like, hey, do you want to talk about it? And he just goes, no, and just fucks off. Judgment Day, obviously they've been pushing that to work really well. Now this thing with Bobby, if they can get that really going, once Bianca kind of joins in, that would be fine. Imperium, to a point. Alpha Academy. They're making that like actually work. I just found out those guys are like best buds in real life, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I actually thought. I think you either sent that to me or I saw that same thing.
I might have.
Where they interview
Chris Van
him.
Fleet interview.
Yeah.
Otis wearing the Hawaiian shirt with the movie killers on it and shit. That was funny.
I go back and forth. So I'm all about Gable. I like Gable. I think, but I'm also a sucker for the angle, and Otis. I go back and forth on where like sometimes I like him, sometimes he's too much. trying to see if I can find that tag team you were talking about with Dow Cows.
It was.
The Commandant
I don't. Hold on. WWE.
or the Truth Commission?
Truth Commission. Yeah,
Okay.
they were fucking terrible.
A group of wrestlers known as a take on the South African Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
Yeah.
Good one, WWF. Great.
Nation of Domination. That was a good one that they did.
I was about to say, are you confusing Don Callis?
Don Callis was in the Truth Commission.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was about to say Don Callis was in the Nation of
Well, when
Domination.
he said Don Callis, I thought he was talking about APA because he managed APA for a while too.
He managed them when they first started.
Yeah.
And then they kind of quickly joined the ministry and he fucked off.
Yeah.
What was I just had it. I just was looking at it. What the fuck was it? Where'd it go? Disciples of Apocalypse, I think. Yeah, they were the motorcycle gang. They were pretty terrible.
Ooh, I don't even know. Say that one's a little out of date for me.
Yeah, I'm the old guy here, so I can kind of get away with this. Then they had the Brood. That was done really well. So, when they do it right, I'm a big fan of like having those guys kind of do things. Plus, if we're talking about how AEW is just stacking a bunch of multi-man matches to get everybody involved.
Yeah.
If you're having all these groups and like getting people involved, even if they're just like in the corner. So we had Giovanni Da Vinci wrestle this week instead of Gunther and, Kaiser. Fine. But those guys were still there. So we're getting everybody on the show.
Yeah.
Everything's going. That's fine.
I do feel like Alpha Academy needs to add one more person. I don't know who. That wasn't really a lead up. I feel like
Braun Breaker.
I mean, it wouldn't.
No.
Could do worse.
I'd rather if he was gonna come up,
Rick Williams.
be the
Shut
asshole
up.
that he.
Just see Trick Williams in a fucking onesie jumpsuit. Just like, no, so here's my issue with Trick because we're kind of towards the end here, just kind of shooting from the cuff. Into SmackDown. Jimmy's coming, I guess, next week. I don't fucking care. I'm so tired of this goddamn storyline.
Yeah.
Trick Williams. I'm watching this NXT and we're 3 minutes into this match, and this guy does a fucking Shoryuken uppercut that looks like the stiffest fucking uppercut of my life. And he holds it there like he's some like victory pose. And I'm just like, oh God, this is awful. I was like, this is so bad. And once I saw that, I was like, I swear to God, if they let this fucking dude beat Dragunov, I'm gonna lose it.
He's doing what now?
Well, whatever his name is, it's Dragunov, isn't it?
Ilya Dragunov. Listen, since we're on the topic of Onyx being racist.
Shut up! Oh my God! Stop! I'm not racist.
Disclaimer: he's not actually racist. This is just a bit that I'm taking far, and he doesn't care for. But anyway, yeah. So
say two guys to be good in a group together, and now you're fucking racist.
All the black people belong you.
Oh, but it's fine. We throw all the Latinos in the LWO, and we throw all the Italians into the FBI. That was fun.
Racist.
All the black people.
But I say Shelton Benjamin should join the other group. Whatever. Fuck off.
But no, again, so we kind of talked about this briefly, but again, things I've learned on Twitter this week. If you are not a fan of Bianca Belair's Super Bianca booking, you are a racist for not liking Bianca Belair.
Correction. If you are white.
Yeah, it's only for white.
Yes. Right.
If you are black.
Porto's fun.
Hear another word.
Oh,
You're not
whoa.
racist. Hear another word. I can't say.
Something about an uncle named Tom. I don't remember, but
no, that's not the word I was thinking
yeah.
of.
I was putting it the nice way.
Yeah, so
yeah.
It's
something with a rack. I don't know.
Wait, talking about never mind.
an animal of the dumpster diving variety,
You said something with a rag. I just wanted to think Bianca Belair. Well, lack
Well,
of.
lack of, yeah.
I hate Bianca
Um,
Belair's fake crying. Stand by it.
I like her as a performer. I
Yeah.
think she's really talented. I think she's awesome. She's
Just
a
needs to be
good-looking
booked
girl.
better.
I just it's not even that she needs to be booked almost worse in the sense of she's booked to Cena
Yeah, so yeah, to
09,
John Cena.
2010, and like I didn't like it in 2010 when he was getting DDT'd on the concrete and coming back and beating two guys. You know, like that was a lot. And her just kind of always overcoming every odd,
But see, there's
every
a
bit of
huge
odds.
difference. Because the difference is then Cena had to, because there was really not much else. There's too much
yeah,
now that
it was still too much.
It is, but I
you could have
understand
argued-
then why they did it, because you look at the
But
rosters they had, and it's like, well, who's going to be the guy?
Okay,
You know,
hold up. No. But in the same vein, like Bianca is that person. Because who? Look at the SmackDown roster. Who do you actually have other than Bianca and Charlotte?
I mean, you have Io, you have Bailey.
Io, Bailey, Sky, or not Sky, Asuka. I mean,
Asuka has always been third fiddle in every championship reign she's
which
been
is a
in.
shame.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Never, it never fails.
Yeah.
Io, it just got propelled to the main roster. She was getting beat by Bianca 3-on-1. She beat all of Damage Control by herself.
By herself,
but
right?
the thing
That's
is, if they're
very
going to book her,
bad.
that it's got to be all or nothing. They either got to book her in the Cena style or not at all, because you can't
They
do
shouldn't.
that. Have her win a championship and then get cashed in on.
No, because that works though.
I
The
don't
reason
think it
why
does.
No, it worked perfectly. The reason
does.
why she was cashed in on is because the hurt leg, and then because she was in a 3-way match. So
Right.
it actually works in that favor to make her seem like she lost, but there was a reason why she lost. She didn't
Right.
just lose.
So it protects her at the end of the day, right? Because she was hurt. Otherwise, if she wasn't hurt and it was just a one-on-one, she was likely going to win that match, right? Like that's the narrative, right? It's just I can be again like I can beat a team 3-on-1 no problem, no sweat. It's just a normal
Bayley
Friday
lost
for me.
every championship opportunity for a long while.
Yep.
Her credibility is hurt. Like if you look at the women's roster, what you have Bayley, who was buried down by the Bianca feud, never won.
Nope.
Then you have Io again. She was part of the Bayley stuff, so she got beat constantly.
Yep.
Charlotte, when she does win a championship, who wants to watch her?
Nobody.
Like
I wish she could have a feud that didn't involve a title. I do. I really wish that she could just have something happen to where she just feuds with somebody and it's just a well-written story that doesn't involve a title. Because it's okay, she goes away for a while after losing the title, she comes back and immediately challenges for the title because you can just do that because your last name is Flair.
Yeah.
And then she usually wins that title. In this case, she didn't, but she usually wins that title, holds it for a while, loses it to somebody,
Disappears again.
disappears again for a couple of months, comes back, and the first thing she does, challenges for that title. It's the same thing. Like she should have never beat Rhea at that WrestleMania, the COVID WrestleMania for the NXT title. She didn't do NXT any favors by winning that title.
Yeah.
Including when she wrestled Bianca.
Then she dropped it to Io, right?
I think so.
Because that was Great America. That was in your house.
Yes.
It was a triple threat with Bianca and Io.
Let me see. Let me double check real quick. Well, if you know better, but let me just double check.
I just assume this is just vague memory.
Yeah, Yep. At the In Your House event. Yep.
I know Black and Gold NXT way more than I should.
In the triple threat with Rhea.
So it was Rhea and
Rhea, okay, Charlotte, and Io.
I thought it was Bianca in that match.
No, there was a Bianca match somewhere.
Oh no, there was a Bianca feud in between that setting up for the match. Yeah. All right.
Well, gentlemen, we have we have hit our time and then some. I was wrong again.
How much
No
time did we
way.
do this time?
We're not going to talk about it. We're not
No,
gonna
come
talk
on. How
about
much?
it.
What are we at?
2 hours.
On
I
this
wanna do 20
recording,
minutes.
we're at an hour 40, not to mention probably the extra 20 or 30 minutes we have on the stream that I have to go pull from.
Yeah.
I did call 2 hours, so
Well, fuck you. I'm trying the best I can here. All right. There's 5-6 shows we got to cover. Not to mention
there's
video
nothing
game
wrong.
and
there's nothing wrong with a 2-hour podcast, so long as we're having fun and bullshitting and making it interesting. We're not sitting here talking about useless shit for 2 hours. We were actually having engaging conversations.
That's very
so
true.
it's okay.
It's very true. I try my best.
We're allowed to have fun. Man.
It's a lot. It's a lot of content to cover in a
Right.
short time span.
Last week we tried to cover what was it? 12 hours of wrestling in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's excluding all the ROH stuff, all the Impact stuff, anything in Japan.
Well, it's always excluding that.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Just between two companies, we're trying to cover 12 hours worth of shit.
Not including video game and anything else that comes up.
Right. So listen, we're allowed.
No, it's fun. I enjoy it. But we're gonna end on that note. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and we will be back next Monday with another episode of the Cream of the Crop podcast. As always, I am your host Onyx, joined by Olas and Porto, on our way to say good night.